Hey guys, this is Gutsy here, bringing you another cast. Um, this cast is full of some pretty good players. Some are pro, I guess you could say. Just trying to do less and less pubcasts. I still want to do pubcasts; they're my favorite, but you know, it's something people don't really want to watch as much. So yeah, I'll try and keep a nice balance in between. And other than that, let's go ahead and get started. So right here, we're going to have the picks. I'm actually going to speed this up. I'm actually going to make that free camera. And I might even hide this during the game. Because I don't know if I'll... Well, yeah, I doubt I'll pause. I usually don't, so... Just going to slow this down if it'll let me. There we go. And let's hide that. So, looks like we have Axe, Pudge, Animage for the Radiant. We have Invoker, Tuskar, Shadow Demon, and Shadow Fiend for the Dire. Looks like Mirana has just been picked up by the Radiant. Still waiting on one hero for each team. We're going to have Invoker at mid lane. We're going to have Shadow Demon at top. In the safe lane, Tuskar in the hard lane. Great hard lane hero considering Snowball. It's more offensive, but it can be used as an escape mechanism. Shadow Fiend's actually going to go top. This is surprising. I always prioritize Shadow Fiend middle lane rather than Invoker, but I guess they aren't thinking that way. So for the Radiant, Axe is going to be jungling? Not sure. Animage is going to be bottom in the safe lane. Mirana's top in the hard lane. Now, Animage can be in the hard lane because of his blink, but again, Mirana has leap, so... And Animage is a hard carry, so he's going to be farming down here in the safe lane, whereas Mirana is going to be at the top here in the hard lane. Pudge is going to be mid, no doubt about it. Leveling Rot first, getting the Stout Shield. That's what you always want to do with Pudge in mid. You get that Stout Shield, just less damage from creeps and stuff. And the reason why people go Rot is to help with last hitting. Already saw Shadow Demon, and we saw Shadow Fiend Invokers there. Tusk's bottom. We will have a tri-lane top with Lina there. But it doesn't look like there's going to be a try at bot. Looks like Pugna's going top. There might even be, like, eventually a try at top, but I think Axe is going to be jungling. Which means we're going to have a Tuskar and an Animage free farming down here. We've already got a little bit of engagement going on at top lane. Mirana just taking a bit of damage. There goes Pugna's Blast, just keeping him back. Shadow Fiend, checking out the items. A balance between safe and stats. Shadow Demon, obviously being a hard support, is going to go mostly safe items. Mirana's actually got a lot of safe items, and Pugna, as a support, will have safe items too. Lina's just going to ward. Looks like she might even try and do a gank in mid. She does have the stun first, so Pudge needs to be careful. He's pretty far up here, so this could end badly for him. Invoker actually... I'm not sure. That's interesting. His build. Now he has his ult, so he can now Sunstrike if he has to. But looks like Axe was here to protect Pudge, so he was safe. Balance between Tuskar. Looks like Animage has already used actually a lot of his safe items, so he might wait for a Ring of Regen. No, he's going to go with that poor man's shield right away. Lina, safe items. There's the wards. Looks like we're going to have a pull from the Dire, which just helps to get rid of these creeps so the Radiant can't do a pull. Misses on that stun. Good leap by Mirana to avoid that. Disruption plus Lina stun is just asking for a free kill. Shadow Fiend's actually getting some nice safe farm. He's 7-0 last hits. These two probably won't have that much. Mirana actually has an okay amount, so he's 5-0. Animage is getting pretty low down here at bot, but he's got a lot of last hits himself too. Good denies too. Tuskar, on the other hand, not doing so well, but it's hard to last hit his Tusk. I just missed the first blood top, and I'm going to watch this because this just looks really interesting. So they're kind of microing while attacking. Not sure. Animage has a lot of mana though. There's a Sunstrike too. It's going to miss, but I think Animage is going to get this. Yes, he will. So Tusk just... I mean, even if Tusk persisted, Animage could have just blinked out to safety. I did miss that kill at top, which was unfortunate. I try my best to watch the first bloods, but It was probably a disruption with the Lina stun and just Shadow Fiend's presence being there. Easy kill. They probably went for Pugna too. I'm just gonna check. Yes, they did, because Mirana's leap. This Mirana has actually been doing a pretty good job of getting out of the disruptions. Looks like Animage falls that bot. I did miss that too. It's been a while since I casted. Give me some time. I'll do my best to notice these things a bit better. So there's the courier just bringing items to Axe, I'm pretty sure, yes. These two can maybe do a gank. However, I'm going to look at top because it looks like they're going to be initiates out there. There goes a stun. He's going to miss. Back to bottom here. So they're going for Tusk. Battle Hunker's on him. Anti-Mage already used Blink. So nice call by Axe. He's going to... There's no doubt about it. He's falling here. Anti-Mage is just kiting. Well, not kiting, but walking with them. Maintaining distance. So these three are together. They're going to have to back out. Mirana does have leap, but she's not going to leap. Probably doesn't need to. Ring of Basilisk on Mirana. Shadow Fiend now has boots. Support, Shadow Demon does not, but it looks like he's saving up for something. Might be a magic wand before that. Checking out mid here. Invoker, working on those fast phase boots. Pudge has a lot of money. I think he's already got bottle though, because this courier's coming. Yes, he does have bottle, but that courier's bringing it to the best he can. Regen bot here, saving it for Pudge. Now what Pudge might do is give his bottle to Axe so he could use it for mana. And then he might use the regen after. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. So Axe is going to use those charges. Then he'll bottle it and give it back to Pudge so he has a regen. This is what you always want to do. Just the best teamwork as possible. Or, yes, there we go. Still only one rune on the map. I mean ward. One ward on the map and it's at the rune spot. Back down here. There's a lot of action going on here, so... Tusk is low on mana. He's going to have to be a bit careful. But this is... You'd never want that because Anti-Mage is just going to get a lot of farm. Look at that. 25 last hits. 4 denies. And now he's going for Tusk. Tusk needs to watch it. He's backing out. The tower's here. So he's going to blink to avoid that tower shot. Back in mid here. Invoker and Pudge are going at it. Invoker uses Cold Snap. Pudge is actually taking a lot of damage. He's got to be careful. Because I think he does have Sunstrike. No, he doesn't. Shadow Demon just died. I mean, just killed... Mirana. So basically the current scenario is the Radiant's having a tough time at top lane, whereas the Dire's having a tough time at bottom lane, and mid's pretty even at the moment. Invoker, ooh, Pudge looking a bit offensive here. He's gonna use his ult. He's also got Rot. That's actually doing a ton of damage. Nice hook by Pudge. So looks like the Radiant's winning in mid. Score's even 4-4. I actually didn't think Pudge was going to live that, because Invoker with his minions just do a ton of damage, so... just had an item given, looks like Boots first on Shadow Demon, so you don't really need to rush Magic Wand. Against heroes like Bat and stuff, you know it's good, but even then you don't need it. You could just get the Magic Stick. Pudge has then Illusion Room bottled, might even use this to call out the Invoker. He's got to watch though. Invoker could have some vision, considering he's not all the way up on the steps. So he could go in here, but he doesn't want to get blocked.
Middle.
Calls the Maya. Down here at bot, we've got Tusk. Tusk's pretty low, so he's got to be careful. I think Invoker suspects something. There's a hook shot. What level's his hook? It's 4, so he could hit him. He doesn't have the vision though. That's where he could use these illusion runes to get vision, but he's gonna go up here, possibly scare them. Poker needs to really be careful. Oh, that's what he's doing. So this is gonna look like that it's the real Pudge, although they probably know it's an illusion by now, so Invoker should know something suspicious is going on. Pudge really being patient. Looks like Anti-Mage really being offensive here, but I don't want to miss this hook. They have to watch. Pudge needs to hurry though, because these two are rotating mid with the smoke gag. There he goes with the hook. He does miss it though, and that misses too. Invoker most likely going to live this. Might even be able to get a kill out of this. Nope, Pudge is going for it, and Axe is actually doing pretty good at staying durable. There's a stun by Lina. Beautiful stun. That smoke gag definitely beneficial for the Dire, and Pudge is not even going to be able to get that Shadow Demon. So Lina gets a double kill. Pudge is actually bought back into the game. Anti-Mage 44 to 88. I want to see what Shadow Fiend has. 28. So he's Yeah, I mean, he's not half under, but he's pretty substantial underneath. There goes Tusk with the gank. Bam! No chance for Pugna. That was kind of interesting, actually. Shadow Demon actually not going Shadow Poison, which is pretty interesting. Normally, you just see one in Disruption, one in Soul Catcher. And, actually, no, I take that back. You could see a max in Soul Catcher, and just one in the Poison and the Disruption, but... I have been seeing a bunch of maxes in Shadow Poison recently, so this is a very interesting skill build. I like to see that because a lot of people argue you can't do that with Shadow Demon, but you know, he's open to a lot of variety of skills. Check out top here because looks like some actions going. Actually, yeah, Anti-Mage killed bottom tower. Dire warding the Radiance rune. So they need to watch out. Lyn does use a... Actually, Shadow Fiend's wanting to go back into this. Uh-oh, there's 3 of them here. There's a stun. Lena has no chance. There we go. Axe uses ult to get him. There's actually 4 of them, so maybe they could dive the Shadow Fiend. He's taking a ton of damage. It'd be most wise to, so they are. Shadow Fiend's going to do his best to try and stay in here. Nice sleep. Gives a little bit of vision. Beautiful tango by Shadow Fiend. I'm really liking this. Here comes the backup. So these 3 are actually in big trouble. So here's another one. Shadow Demon's gonna catch anyone that's trying to run away. So Pugna's down. Shadow Fiend is still alive too. This is great. So here goes Mirana down also. Anti-Mage, you're gonna have to blink soon. No, there's a stun. He really down. Oh my goodness. Pretty much a team wipe. That was amazing. That tango was just perfect by Shadow Fiend. Not all 4 of the Radiant went in there, so the person who didn't should have been on guard for when Shadow Fiend ran out. I think that was Pugna, but not sure what his HP was, so maybe he couldn't really stick around the tower. But that just totally backfired for the Radiant, so that put the Dire pretty far in the lead. Lots of wards by the Dire too, like the Radiant's really like lacking in vision of the map. Dire's probably going to push this top, but they need to be careful of the hooks right there. Invoker just taking another hook, but Tuskar's going in. Pudge is actually being pretty tanky here. Shadow Fiend taking a lot of damage, mostly Lena actually. Now they're going to be targeting Shadow Fiend. Anti-Mage almost has blink. 2 seconds, 1 second, going to be blinking. That Ice Sigil though, keeping them far back. No, they're not going to go for it. They're just going to kill the Sigil. 100 free gold. Just heard a Pudge hook. Oh, Anti-Mage is pursuing. He doesn't really have the backup though, and there goes a wall. He's going to have to watch it. Yeah, he doesn't even have his blink yet. Now he does, so he can blink if he has to. He's going to try and... not use it though. Now he's going back in. He's being offensive. Oh, this is totally gonna backfire. Mirana's using the ult. That's gonna help. Sunstrike somewhere on the map misses. Disruption by Shadow Demon uses the Soul Catcher. Pudge misses with that hook. Anti-Mage is going in. Look at the HP. This is so low. He gets the kill though, but he's definitely gonna have to watch it. No mana from Shadow Demon. No mana from Tuskar. It's just Lena. They're running around. Anti-Mage is gonna blink. Anti-Mage should be safe. Pudge, however, probably not. Because Invoker's now here. Does have Urn, waiting to use it at the right moment. There's an... Oh, just picks off an auto attack. Pugna's gonna have to back out too. Nice Sunstrike by Invoker. But I don't think it hit. It was just a bit off. Anyways, Anti-Mage is gonna farm, even at that low HP. He did go Vlad, so... He definitely predicted jungle farming around this point in the game. Shadow Fiend. Still not as many last hits, but does have the Aquila. He's going push. He wants to get this tower down. Just get a bit of HP damage off of it. Rana's going to be a while to get up there. Pugna could possibly TP. Might see that out of him. A lot of the Dire's running back to base just to get their mana and stuff. And Evoker does have the phase boots. Robo Magi on the way. Let's check out KDR, so... Anti-Mage is actually leading in kills. Kills and farm, I'm pretty sure, so... last hits denies, yes. Actually, a lot of the Radiant's up there. Dire's kind of behind. But the carries are both still in the lead on the team, which is always nice to see. Axe leveling, mostly Battle Hunger. Definitely what you want to do. Pugna with this blast, obviously. Anti-Mage, double damage. Uh-oh. Those clones are going to do a lot. Yeah, they're doing a ton of damage to him, and guess what? He has no mana because of it. Not a chance. That disruption basically got rid of him. Tusk using the snowball on Pudge. Pudge is actually alone against 4 of them. Backup's trying to get here on the way, but there's no chance. Uses a hook. Shadow Fiend did get the kill, but still gets the experience and gold. Or experience. Axe farm, pretty low in HP. He's going to want to watch out, because the Dire could come up here. Stacking this at the 52-53 minute mark. So this is going to be a lot of farm for Shadow Fiend later on. Is he stacking the other creeps? No. No, it's just that one. That's really all he needs to stack at the moment. You don't want to stack the really strong ones too early, considering you can't farm it that early. So stack them around the mid game when the farm's actually possible, because you don't want an opponent to just come out of nowhere and take it. Ooh, not a good choice by any mage. Pudge missing the hook. Pretty much didn't want to hook them anyways. But as I was saying earlier, reason why you don't want to stack the big camps too early is because if things go wrong for your team and the other team just starts, you know, roaming around in your jungle, notices that stuff, they will get the farm if they have to. Like if they do a team wipe, they'll definitely take the farm. Pudge dying here, focusing on the team fight. Axe using his call, also using Battle Hunker. Lena's actually pretty low. Nice ult by Pugna. The stun with the ult just shredded Shadow Fiend. There's a Battle Hunker on Shadow Demon. But he should be pretty safe. Lena actually living with the arc boots. Invoker most likely going to try and push this lane. Looks like we see over there Axe has a blink dagger. So he's going to be really offensive now. This ward's going to fall down, so looks like... oh, the Radiant does have a ward. That's going to block the camp from being pulled. Tuskar, Urn. His farm's okay. Not too bad. Considering he's Tusk, but Animage looking so deadly on this farm. A lot of misplays though by him recently, so let's check out the KDR again. Yeah, he's not up there anymore. He was, but yeah, that's alright. Pushing this tower, possibly gonna get all these. I just heard a Pudge. No, that was bot. Good. I didn't miss it. Well, I did, but I figured out where it was. So they hooked Tusk. That's a really good combo. Hook and then Berserker's Call. You know, you ain't getting away. So there's a slight chance that when Pudge hooks you, you could possibly get away from him before the ult goes off. But with Axe there, that just pretty much sealed the deal. So they're going to be using Smoke at top. The Dire still selected on Pudge. What I'd say they might be doing is going for mid. They could do a wrap around here, but that's really risky because if all the Radiant teleports, they're in big trouble. So they're gonna try and see if someone comes mid. No one is mid, however, though. Their ward also spots that. Tower reveal, Shadow Demon. He does have haste though. There goes a hook by Pudge. Nice disruption on himself. So Lena needs to get a stun off. She will. He's gonna use Shadow Poison, or Soul Catcher actually. Totally rips. Uh-oh, Animage is here. Shadow Demon with the haste rune, however, will easily escape this. Now has Yasha. Nice stun by Mirana. There is no chance Lena's living this. However, Invoker does manage to get some nice nuke damage out of there. Nice Nether Ward by Pugna. That's definitely going to shred Invoker. Not a chance for him. So, Radiant's starting to catch up again. Dire is still in the lead. They did push this tower. They could definitely get a bit of damage on this tier 2. Shadow Demon's going to be porting in with the full mana. Does have Tranquil Boots.
Thanks you.
What is it? Ooh, Axe working on Heart. No, Vanguard, sorry. Mirana looks like going on Yasha also, so a lot of attack speed for the Radiant. Check out the Dire. He's got to watch out, though, actually. Not good for Animage. There's the stun. Shadow Fiend doesn't have any mana in the nuke him, though. It's just pure auto attack. Tuskar's going in and takes out the Pugna. Axe getting pretty low. Tuskar's going to go for him, but he doesn't have that Walrus Punch using body block advantage. But there goes Mirana's ult, so they're going to try and do their best to try and predict where Animage went. But he's doing a good job at avoiding them. So he's going to get out of there. Low HP. Here, a Sunstrike. I don't know where it was, but it missed. So Axe farming, using those Tranquil Boots to maintain the farm. Let's go back to... Nope. Let's go back to last hits denies. So the Radiant's still in the lead. They were... I mean, Axe wasn't right up there at the top with Animage. Like, Axe is now ahead of Shadow Fiend, which is a big problem for the Dire. But they had a better presence. Like, there was more of them at the top. Now the Dire's The Dire's starting to, like, push them down. Pudge will probably be pushed down soon by Tuskar. Animage top. They really want to kill this Animage, the Dire does. They know he's going to be a threat. Shadow Fiend almost has Shadow Blade, though. There's a hook and a stun, but they all miss, and his Berserker's Call did hit Invoker, but pretty much classified a miss. Pudge almost has his hook. Whoa, where am I going? There we go. Invoker just keeping the Ghost Walk. Doesn't want to get hooked, though. Does anyone have detection on the Radiant? I don't think Axe does. No, I don't think they do. A lot of Dire around, though. They know something's up. Veronica used these illusions to scout. There's another Sunstrike at top. Animage dekes it with the blink. I just barely saw that. Oh, here comes a stun. It's going to hit Invoker. Oh, no, it does not hit Invoker. And Pudge falls there. They might even be able to get Mirana. Nope, there goes the lead. Battle Hunger on Tusk. Tusk now needs to watch out. He does have his wand, though, so probably going to see a lot of wands in this by now. I think I saw another one. So he still has Magic Stick. He probably will not even upgrade to wand. Tusk needs to really be careful. Holy shoot, just deke in the Axe. Not good for Axe, he's in trouble. So yeah, he's gonna instantly fall. Radiant can't even contest this. So Dire has two of them down. Pudge is almost back up though, so they still cannot push that tower. They're gonna try and look for Animage up here at top. Well, at least Invoker is. Lots of warding and counter warding going on. I'm really liking the Dire's wards. Like, the Radiant, they put up the odd one, but it's mostly just like to block the creeps and stuff. So, I definitely agree that the Dire's wards are the reason why they're in the lead at the moment. Nice Walrus Punch by Tusk. He's gonna back out though. Gotta watch that stun. That'll be easy to do. Pudge trying to get this hook. He's gonna have to line it like that. Misses though. So Tusk is free. He's definitely good. Uses a sigil just in case. Shadow didn't even go down there. Does have smoke. Looks like finishing. Not finishing. Maybe finishing? No. Does not have Force Staff yet. Here a blink. 3 Radiant middle. Dire's actually going woods hunting with the smoke gank. They don't have wards anyways, the Radiant, so they're not going to know of this. Even if they didn't smoke. So they're going to go. Bam. Punch. She has one to... Oh, actually has enough mana to use her ult, but no, the poison's going to kill her. Back in mid, Animage manages to get a kill on Invoker. I did miss that. 2 heroes have a rivalry anyways, so lots of mana on Invoker, so Animage is a definite good counter towards him. I guess I should have watched the picks early game just to see if there was like actual counter picking going on. Shadow Fiend's gonna fall. These two of them are dead. They actually probably don't even have to back out, but they do know that there's trouble down here at bot. Animage just needs to be very careful. Does that Basher? So it's interesting. This Animage has really good farm, but he is not going a farm build. The Vlad's keeps it so that he can farm in the jungle safely. Or at least farm in the... Oh, that was close. But he's not actually going farm, so he's taking advantage of his farming skills. Ooh, this is really Rambo by Animage. No, that's how... Wow, he's gonna live this. That's interesting. Just misses the stun. If that stun hit, he might not have lived that, but he does. So Pudge is probably gonna... Does a flip. Misses on that stun though. Mirana hits a creep instead, so Pudge falls. Plus for the Dire, could possibly plus if they manage to get Mirana. She actually does have enough mana for leap, but doesn't have the cooldown. I mean, the cooldown's preventing it from happening. So there goes a snowball. It's gonna hit. Nice cold snap by Invoker. Yeah, she's done for. There's no way she's living this. Definitely falls. Animage wanting to pick them off. Providing vision. I guess they can't see that. I always think they can when the foot's over the ledge, but he's going to farm this. But as I was saying earlier, you know, he's got really good farming skills, so he doesn't need to invest in making his farm better. So he's going to invest in stuff that's just going to straight up make him good at team fights. So we're seeing more of a team fight Animage build than a farm one. Even though he does have the Vlads, that's just maintaining his farm so that it's consistent. Anyway, he's going to look at mid here, so Lena's going to instantly fall to Anti-Mage, and the Berserker's called by Act. Nether ward's up, it's a pretty good distance. Shadowblade now on Shadow Fiend. That's really late, actually. We saw him with that clay. Oh, beautiful stun by Mirana, no chance. Disruption on Shadow Demon, he's going to have to watch out now. He goes down. Shadow Fiend and Tusk are the only ones alive. Tusk is going to take a safe route. Looks like Anti-Mage wants to kill Shadow Fiend, but uses the Shadow Blade to successfully escape. Tusk can maybe get... No, he can't. Too much stun lock. Could have maybe got Pugna there, if not for all the stuns. Dire, nice offensive wards, but, you know, they're starting to fall behind in the team fight, so the Radiant's catching up. Anti-Mage is going to blink out. I thought he blinked in. No, he's going to blink out. Ward by the Radiant. No counter warding, though. There's the regen. They're both going to know about that. Not for long for the Dire, though. This ward's going to pop out any second. But as I was saying about Shadow Fiend, you know, he had that Claymore, I think, around the 15-minute mark. Usually you want to finish your Shadow Blade by 15-20 minutes. But, you know, 22-minute Shadow Blade, just a bit late. And against this Anti-Mage, you don't really want that. However, Shadow Fiend is ahead of last hits. We have seen less of him in team fights, probably due to more farm. Focusing on farm, and it's paying off, so he is ahead of Axe. Catching up to Anti-Mage, but still not... Still a little ways away, so... Arc Boots on Lena, already knew of that. Shadow Fiend, sorry, not Anti-Mage. Shadow Fiend keeping this on push power, just to help keep the creep waves away from defending towers and stuff. They're not really actually going for a push, they should. This tower's pretty low. This one's it's a meh. That one... It's a little ways away, but they don't have any towers, so they should try and go for a push at some point. Rosh is here. They actually know about this because of that. No, I don't. I'm not sure if that ward was still up when these guys went in here, but either way, there's going to be an engagement here, no doubt about it. Nice hook. It actually picks off the Shadow Fiend instead of the Tuskar. That's beautiful. So he's instantly dead. However, he didn't have mana. Tusk did, though. There goes the Shadow Fiend ult. Look how low they are. Mirana's ult not keeping them safe. He goes down. He goes down. Shadow Fiend, however, does fall. And Anti-Mage still here with lots of HP. However, he is by himself against two of the Dire, so he's going to back out. Heal up a bit with that Vlad's. Lots of gold on him. Might be going for a Butterfly. If he goes for a Battle Fear, that'll be really... I just don't think that's great. Nice prediction by Tuskar. He's going to find this Anti-Mage, and he's really low on mana. There goes a punch. There goes everything. Does he have enough for a blink? No, he doesn't. Holy shoot, the turnarounds. There goes a Sunstrike. Holy crud. That was so close. If not for that Sunstrike, I think Tusk would have fell there. The bashes were just too much. Anti-Mage could have bought back, but he's going to buy that Sanj instead. So, SNY on Anti-Mage. Interesting. So he's definitely being offensive team fight wise. He's delivering a lot of DPS, and he's got the slows and the bashes to help keep them, you know, from running away. Let's check out Shadow Fiend. What's he possibly going for next? Not enough farm. 4 staff on Shadow Demon. He is farming though, and I missed to farm that stack. I think Shadow Fiend farmed it. Defensive ward on that Radiant. Almost down. Just heard a Sunstrike. Misses. Axe has Vanguard. Looks like going for Scepter. That's a really good item on Axe. We have a disruption here on the Pudge. Pudge is in big trouble. He's down. Just caught out of position.
Bat on the fire.
I think they're going to push this mid. They have another offensive ward. So yeah, this is a good idea. This mid's really low. I mean, it is a tier 1. It's scaling into the late mid game. So, you know, even killing the tier 1s at full HP is going to be a bit more easier.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under
Ooh,
attack.
Tusk, nice. Liking his items. So that MKB, I'm seeing a lot of MKBs recently on Tusk, and I totally agree. Just MKB with the Walrus Punch is just a lot of damage. Anti-Mage pushing lanes. Gonna teleport out. They probably, like, he probably doesn't even need to teleport. He might just chill here and blink back in. Oh, that was close. I don't think it gave enough vision. Now they know he's there. So he's gonna blink elsewhere. Shadow Demon doing a good job just making sure if he's still there. But he does. Oh, he is going to teleport. He probably could have stayed. Probably could have killed that Shadow Fiend. No, he doesn't have detections. Never mind. Still farming up. Lots of CS. Anti-Mage is now starting to scale a bit higher again. So Shadow Fiend's gonna try and do his best to catch up. But he's past Axe now. He's definitely past Axe. Axe is a long ways away from the farm. But really close on that Scepter. He's just gonna be nuking like crazy. Invoker, haven't seen much of him, so I think he's working on his Scepter now. I mean, he has his 3 cores: his drum, 4 staff, phase boots. Rushing by the Radiant. This time they feel a bit more confident. How many of them's here? There's actually only 3. I mean, we do have Orange at bot pushing this wave, so he'll come in from the side, but the Radiant, yeah, the Radiant should strike now. I think this is good. Oh, maybe not. I did not see that Pudge back there. However, he's not going to land that ult. Invoker's actually just going to backfire on him. But Animage, look at this DPS. Bam, there goes Tuskar. They're going to have to watch out. I don't even think they could go in without Tuskar. And yeah, here they go. Radiant's going to try and take advantage of this. With that Tuskar being down, there's just no tankiness, no locks, no nothing. So Shadow Fiend's not even going to contest this at all. However, pretty much all of the Dire is going to be picked off in the process. Lena buys back. There goes a stun. Actually, that's a nice... Oh, that's not nice. That's not a good buyback. Uh-oh. Falls. Yikes. Disruption. Trying to kill that Pudge. He's probably going to fall. Yes, he will. But Animage is going to go in there. He doesn't have any mana, but look at that bash. The S and Y. He's down. He is. He's going to go right in there. He just gets enough mana for the blink. Oh my goodness, team wipe. This is totally going to backfire for the Dire. Tuskar will be up, Lena soon, but they might even be able to get a Rax. I don't know, it's just 2 of them. No, they'll probably just only be able to get rid of the tower. Yeah, just the tower, that's all they could get. But that's still good, that's a big comeback. Rosh, however, still up. Actually, I just saw Tuskar. He's going for Animage. Nice. Oh my goodness, Animage. He's fighting. So's Pugnut. No, he's going to go down. Pugnut can't get this kill. He's going to have to back out. Lena's here and everything, so. Overstayed their welcome a bit, but they did get that tower. But Rosh, still anyone could get Rosh. He's regenning, though, but he's still, you know, a big chunk of damage is out of Rosh. What I think... Like, in that scenario there was only 3 of the Radiant. I think the Dire was being a little bit too passive there. They had it wasn't a big window. It was a really tiny window. But it was a window, you know. It was a window where they could have possibly had a bit of an advantage. Pudge was... I don't know where Pudge was, but he eventually got to here. Axe was still in the lane. He could have blinked to get there somewhat quick. But, I don't know. I think the Dire could have easily... won that fight there. Not easily, but they could have won that fight. I think it was possible. They're gonna rush. All 5 of them are here. There's no wards either from the Radiant, so I think this is gonna be a surprise to them. No one's around actually. Animage is still dead. Yeah, this is theirs. So even though that previous team fight backfired for them and they did lose a tower, I guess they made the right decision to stay back. Because if they went in and they all died, you know, Rosh would have been taken. Possibly the tower too. So I take that back. Good job by the Dire. However, Shadow Demon's going to lead this fight. It does pay off. They do get Axe, but he's going to... No, he's not going to fall. Nice hook by Pudge. He's going to get Tuskar. Tuskar's getting really low. Invoker doing his best to try and help, but Animage is here. And he now has Abyssal Blade. But I don't think it's on him. Yes, it is. Never mind, it is on him. So, nice ult by Shadow Fiend. He's pretty low, though. He's going to have to watch out. Animage is still here. I'm actually going to try and click on him, which I did. There goes Lena down. He could probably turn around and try and get that Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend's all by himself, actually. He's going to use the teleport. No blink, no nothing, no stun. He's out of there. Animage is going to push the lane. Shadow Fiend will be able to contest this soon, though. And he still has the Aegis, so it's not a horrible loss. It's 35 to 35. Still anyone's game. The Radiant just a bit ahead in farm. Ooh, Anti-Mage is going. He's going for it. Nice Shadow Blade.
I return with mark upon
no,
me.
buyback by Invoker. He's not going to be able to push that tower.
Tower is under attack.
Invoker still doesn't have his scepter yet. But we did see Pugna and Axe getting theirs for the Radiant.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh,
Radiant's
so
bottom
close.
tower has
Just
fallen.
wasn't sure if that arrow was gonna hit. Switching up the treads. Ooh, there's the MKB on Tusk. So we should see a better presence from him. He doesn't have the tankiness, but you don't really, like, a lot of people like to go tanky stuff on Tusk, but you don't really need it. I mean, he stuns you with the snowball. He pretty much stuns you with the Walrus Punch, as we're gonna see right here. Or not. There's a Berserker's Call. Axe, remember, he has that ult that he could just spam non-stop using the Ice Sigil. He's gonna back out. There goes Invoker, but here comes the Anti-Mage. Might be able to save his teammate. He realizes he can't. There's just too much of the Dire here. They're all gonna come. Anti-Mage is actually going in. He's alone, but he picks off the Shadow Demon. There's an Ice Wall, doesn't hit. But that's what I was saying with Tusk, you know, Ice Wall and all that stuff. You don't really need the tanky items to deliver. The tanky role, I guess. He's an initiator anyways, so. Goes in, does as much as he can, leaves. Scepter on Pugna is just so good. And he's got the Arc Boots too. Haven't seen much of Pudge. Now this is interesting. Pudge has a drum, and so does the Invoker. That's really... two drums on a team is a rare find. He's gonna pick off that Lena. Nice pick off. She didn't, however, get the stun in time, but I don't think she's lived that. No, she's not. Pudge is gonna do his best to back out. He has the Vanguard to keep his tankiness up. Not gonna use a drum charge to get out of there. He is invis. He's gonna have to be really careful of abilities being thrown out. The Urn does not kill him. So he's just gonna Urn. He's gonna walk out. Realizes he's safe. Shadow Fiend, let's check out your items. BKB, good item. So he's gonna be a big threat in team fights. Rana has that Manta. Better DPS. Anti-Mage, lots of cash. Always seeing lots of cash on Anti-Mage, so wonder what he's gonna be. I still think Butterfly is a good item for him. Just because Shadow Fiend delivers the auto attacks. You know. He's gonna buy something. Just gonna wait. No, it's not gonna. Not yet. He buys a Maelstrom. Cool. Lots of attacks out of him. Might as well. 2 Maelstroms is nice. Mjolnir's nice, but like he'll probably... I don't think he's gonna go Mjolnir. He might. But, you know, as I was saying with the 2 Maelstroms, if you have the space in your inventory, which Anti-Mage really doesn't, he's prioritizing those TPs so he can push lanes. You know, 2 Maelstroms is just as good as a Mjolnir. It's not as good, but it's still, you know, it's up there. Anyways, Dire's going to be smoke ganking. They should definitely be able to pick off a kill. They're placing some offensive wards, just in case if someone walks by and they manage to miss them. But they're gonna get this Marauder. There's no... Oh, didn't time that stun greatly. She's going to leap out, but I still don't think she can get this. No, that was a huge arsenal of abilities. I couldn't even tell. There was just like a gajillion stuns and everything. Even though Lena missed her stun, Invoker, no problem picking off that cold snap. Anti-Mage needs to watch out. He doesn't realize... he does pick off Lena though, but I don't think he knows that company's on the way. Blinks into the woods. Fast teleport. No, they're not gonna be able to get him. So never mind. Good job. Looks like Pudge is working on Scepters. So this game, Fight of the Scepters. There's a lot of Scepters going around. They're going to stay a bit back just to see if anyone's coming around. No, they know they're in the base. Mirana's dealing with dead. They could totally push this. I mean, Anti-Mage could quickly get up there. Rosh isn't... No, they're not going. They're going to wait it out. Wait for the Rada. He's not pulling, he's farming. Now the Dire needs to be a bit careful. Actually, maybe Pudge should. Oh, he is gonna buy them Mjolnir.
Invisibility.
Checking mid. Ooh, this isn't good for the Dire actually. I I mean, Pugna's invis. They don't know about this. Nice Boar Staff pick off by Shadow Demon, but I don't think it was worth it. He's gonna fall here. No, yeah, he is. Never mind. So Axe is gonna grab Lina too. Look how low Animage is, but he's so tanky.
I'm done.
Invoker's running away. Shadow Fiend. Okay, that's not affecting him, thankfully, but he's still gonna fall to Axe's ult. That's another good thing about Axe's ult. It goes through everything. It's so good. I don't think he's gonna go Blade Mail. He's being a pretty offensive Axe, so I'm trying to think what item he might be going. Could just go for more tanky. Just go for a hard also or something like that. Pugna just trying to keep this lane pushed. This one's gonna get pushed by the Dire though, so unless someone goes down there. Animage is going for top racks, realizing that the tower is at low HP. They have creeps in the base. Invoker's gonna try his best to stop this, but he needs to watch out. Ooh, that was close. Almost gets hit by the Berserker's Call by Axe. Activating Mjolnir. Oh, look at that bash. Not a chance for him. So there's a disruption. Animage needs to get out of there before those clones wreck him. But that stun with Lina, holy shoot. Look at the damage. Disruption's so good on farmed up carries. And that was interesting move. An interesting move. Let's just watch this first before I explain. So Tusk taking a lot of auto attack damage by Animage. Shadow Demon Yules just to save himself, and it actually will work. He forced us out, but I don't think his carry's gonna work. Nope. But as I was saying, Axe blinking in, getting that Berserker's Call off to keep him back, and Pudge pulling him with the hook. That's just a really good combo.
Dire's middle tower is under
So Shadow Demon doing his best he can. Pudge now has Scepter. I think this whole team pretty much has Scepter, other than Mirana and Animage. Yeah. They basically do so. Mirana picking up that gem. That's going to stop Shadow Fiend. And Invoker even more. There's a Bloodstone on Pugna. Dire definitely in the lead. I mean, look at that. You know, 100 plus CS over the other carry. And Animage is, like, they were pretty close. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Animage did have a lead the whole time, but Animage just snowballs so hard. And especially with like a gank kind. Not really a gank kind, but a team fight Animage. Like, this one is with the build. He's just he's snowballing by farm, he's snowballing in the team fight. It's just really effective. So there's a hook by Pudge. The Force Staff gets used, but it doesn't save him. Invoker tries his best though. There goes a Ghost Walk, but he needs to watch out. Mirana still has that gem. A lot of buybacks taking place. Nice hook by Pudge. Ooh, he gets pummeled though. Shadow Fiend's doing his best to try and kill him. There goes Tusk and yeah, Pudge. Ooh, I don't know. Tactical. No, I'm kidding. So there they go. They're gonna resume this. Pudge doing his best. No, he's out of there. Roche is almost up. Mirana's going for that butterfly. So Animage never went for butterfly, which is interesting. I was saying it just to avoid Shadow Fiend damage, but he was pretty much avoiding it by killing them all, so. And this is pretty much game. It's Mega Creeps now. So Dire, you know, it was pretty close. I mean, the Radiant was in the lead. No. The Dire was in the lead early game. Mid game, it was kind of even, and then late game is when the Dire took the lead. But, you know, Animage just snowballed so hard. And they did a pretty good job at controlling him, but now he's pretty much like double, almost double of SF. And farm. And he's gonna go. They're just gonna fight Infabded. Oh no, he dies, yes! And Rana gets her butterfly, but there you go, so. No one's helping you now. Game's over, so. Really good game. If you look at the kills, 50 to 41. I mean, that's pretty close, especially for late game. Like 41 minutes. This is late game now, or you know, that was pretty cool. I'm just gonna pause this after the items are done. But yeah, like it was pretty close. 50 to 41. You know, farm was like that. I like these games. I like it wasn't a super close game. Like you could tell who was winning and stuff. And I was explaining it obviously and all that, but really good game. Really enjoyed it. I think every player did absolutely amazing. And yeah, so I guess that's everything. So I'll see you all next time.